Chosen one, Enoch spoke about you with frightening details. I am speaking to you now, because what was written long ago was not meant to stay hidden from you. And if you turn away, you may miss something that was prepared for your life before you were even born. It's amazing how clearly Enoch told your story, because he saw a generation coming up that would carry both light and heavy things. This is what you see too. Why did he tell you those things? Not to scare you, but to wake you up, because you have been living your life without realizing how closely heaven has been watching you. Pay close attention, because what you're about to learn will explain your problems, your calling, and the strange feeling that you never really belong in this world. If you agree, type Amen. Enoch was told that there would be souls who walk differently, who feel deeply, and who can't ignore the truth, even if it hurts them. You've felt this difference since you were young, even when you couldn't explain it. It's been with you through all the different stages of your life. You were not rejected when you felt lonely. There was a reason for the separation. And your confusion is not a sign of weakness. It's the weight of being aware. You and other people like you stood between darkness and light and wouldn't bow down, even though everything around them was trying to bring them down. Because of this, your path has never been easy. That was never your job. First, I want to ask you, from a place of deep care, to help this moment by liking this video. This helps this truth reach other people who are searching and struggling like you. When the chosen ones were ready, Enoch said they would question everything. Not because they were rebelling, but because they were hungry for the truth and couldn't get it from empty words. Right now, that hunger is inside you, and it's made you look for more meaning. People have misunderstood you because they couldn't see what was going on inside your spirit. Even when they told you to stop, they judged your quiet, your distance, and your intensity. But they had no idea that you were thinking about things that were too complicated for them to understand. During those times, I saw you and never left your side. It didn't matter how alone you felt. There were times when you wanted to give up, when your thoughts were too much to bear, and the silence around you was louder than anything else. Enoch saw those nights and wrote about the people who could get through them and still be strong in the morning. You don't have that strength. It comes from me, and it has grown inside you as you've gone through hard times. You thought you were breaking, but you were really becoming stronger, so that you could handle more. That's why you've lived through things should have killed you. Your story was never meant to end there. Everything I have covered across this channel is now in one place. The prayers, the teachings, the daily blessings. It is all inside the Daily Miracle Manual. Link in the description. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site, you are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. If you believe in God, type 777. Enoch wasn't scared of your weaknesses, but of what you could become, because he knew how strong you would be once you knew who you were. He knew that the world that didn't pay attention to you would one day be changed by your presence. This change would not come from force, but from telling the truth. You're not here to fit into systems that were made before light. You're here to make them brighter. That's why it's hard for you to live like everyone else. Your spirit won't settle for something that isn't in line with its purpose. When I put something inside you, it can't be turned off, no matter how hard you try. Some people have tried to turn down your light, to make you doubt yourself and think you're either too much or not enough. They had no idea that what they were fighting was not just you, but also what I put inside you. Enoch saw that those who were chosen would be put to the test by people, situations, and inner battles that would shape who they were. People have lied to you, let you down, and caused you to feel lost. You are still here, though, still looking and still holding on. That alone shows that I am at work in your life, even if you can't see it. You've been confused about why some doors shut without a reason. There are reasons why chances were lost and things did not go as planned. You didn't see that my protection was keeping you from going down paths that weren't meant for you. Enoch wrote about divine redirection and times when it feels like you've lost something, but is actually protecting you. Even when it seemed like you were lost, I had you by the hand, and every step you took was part of a bigger plan. There has been no luck in your life. There was a reason for even the pain. You can tell there is a change in the air, because your thoughts are shifting and your spirit is becoming more alert. You're starting to see things in new ways that will help you learn more about yourself and see the patterns that used to stump you. It's not a coincidence. It is what Enoch talked about when he said this: the time when those who have been chosen start to become who they really are. You're not the same person you used to be, and you never will be. I want you to move forward into something bigger, something that needs your full trust and attention. There will be hard times ahead, because stepping into your purpose means giving up what you know. It means going down a path that other people might not understand and trusting me even when it's not clear what to do. Like Enoch, the chosen ones would come to a point where they had to choose whether to stay where they were or follow their calling. You are in that moment now, and what you choose will affect the next part of your life. I am with you, leading you, making you stronger, and getting you ready for what's to come. Why does a neuroscientist in New York City want to talk about a secret brain ritual? Reports say that their lawyers are trying to shut down this page because research linked to the CIA found a brainwave method that can help you get money. 4 neuroscience labs back up this 7-second practice, which helps people get out of financial stress and into more stable lives. The complete guide, every daily prayer, every spiritual tool, everything I've put together to help you grow your faith is down in the description. It's called the Daily Miracle Manual. Now, stay right here with me, because as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. A lot of people are now living in dream homes, driving fancy cars, and going on fancy vacations. You should feel lucky that you found this page right now, because it might not stay up for long before it goes away. Click the link in the description and comments. You're not going through this by yourself. There are signs, people, and events around you that will remind you of my presence, even when it feels like you are the only one walking this path. Even when things were going badly, Enoch saw that those who were chosen would be safe. You are safe right now because of that protection. You might not see all the dangers I have kept you from, but there are a lot of them. I have watched over your life. Trust that I will always work for you, even when things don't make sense. Enoch talked about this exact moment when the chosen one starts to feel restless and doesn't know why. Discomfort is not the same thing as confusion. It means your spirit is becoming aware of something bigger. You're not getting lost. You are no longer fit in what used to hold you. Some things in your life no longer make you happy, even though they used to. The change has made you think about everything around you. You've tried to shut it out, ignore it, and tell yourself that nothing has changed. But the feeling keeps coming back. The reason for this is that I'm slowly pulling you away from something that is no longer useful for you. Enoch saw that the times when the chosen ones would be apart would not be punishments, but times of getting ready. What you're going through now is not the end of something. It is the start of getting things in line. Type 11 if you believe. You may have also noticed that you are more aware and can tell the difference between truth and lies more clearly than before. Because of this, it's harder for you to handle places, people, and actions that used to feel normal to you. You might have asked yourself why you feel so different, why your heart reacts so strongly to things that other people don't seem to care about. Enoch said this was the spirit sharpening phase. when the chosen ones start to see past the surface. You shouldn't be afraid of this. You should welcome it, because it is leading you to clarity. You had times when you didn't believe in yourself. You asked yourself if you were thinking too much or making things up that weren't real. You knew there was more, though. Something you couldn't say or explain, but also couldn't believe. That awareness was put inside you by me, and it has grown with each experience you've had. Even your pain has played a part in it, changing how you understand it and making your perception stronger. Everything you've been through has been worth it. Even the times you felt like nothing was important have helped you grow. People may never fully understand how you were tested in the ways you have been. And the people around you haven't always been able to see these tests. Some of your hardest fights have been inside, when you were alone and no one could see how heavy you were. Even though they were hidden, Enoch knew that those who were chosen would go through these hard times and come out stronger for it. You have learned to stand on your own and rely on your own strength when you didn't have any help from other people. You didn't make that strength by yourself. That is something I have been putting together in you. There's also a reason you've been drawn to truth, meaning, and things that aren't everyday. This pull isn't a mistake. It's built into your plan. Something that was inside you before you came into the world. It was Enoch who talked about people who would not be happy with a basic understanding, who would look for more meaning, even if it made their path more difficult. That's what you are. That's why your path has felt different from other people's. You shouldn't just blindly follow. You are meant to lead and understand. Kind 1:12. If you believe in Jesus, you may have felt like you were behind sometimes as you watched other people move forward, while your own path seemed unclear. This comparison has made you feel bad about yourself and made you question your path. You didn't notice, though, that your journey was going at a different speed for a different reason. Enoch saw that those who were chosen would follow a path that didn't always line up with other men's plans. You're not behind. You are getting ready in a way that takes time and depth. There have been delays that have made you angry. There were times when you were ready, but nothing went your way. You were afraid that your prayers were not being heard, and that your hard work was not being noticed. I worked behind the scenes, getting things in order in ways you couldn't see yet. According to what Enoch wrote, those who have been chosen must wait for the right time to act on their calling. Denial was not what those delays were. They were safety and getting ready. You've also had times when things became clear. There were moments when everything made sense and you felt very calm. Even though these times didn't last as long as you had hoped, they changed you. They showed you glimpses of what is possible and the direction you are moving in. Enoch said that these times are like signs, little windows that let people who are ready see the truth in. They are meant to guide you, cheer you on, and show you that you are on the right track. You'll start to notice more of these moments as you go along with more clarity, understanding, and faith in who you are becoming. It won't always be easy to grow, because you'll have to let go of old thoughts and habits. Even if it used to feel good, you will have to let go of things that don't fit anymore. Enoch knew that change would mean giving up something important, and that those who were chosen would have to make tough choices along the way. But the choices you make will bring you closer to your true goal. Imagine that a famous neuroscientist just told you about a way that helps thousands of people get more money. According to research linked to the CIA, a simple brainwave ritual can change how you see opportunities and act on them. 4 neuroscience labs have confirmed that this 7-second technique can help people move from being stressed about money to living better lives. A lot of people now live in dream homes, drive fancy cars, and go on fancy vacations. What's online now might not be around for long, though. Before it goes away, click the link in the description and comments. You shouldn't have to carry everything by yourself. I am here with you, guiding you, supporting you, and reminding you that you are not alone, even though you are used to it. There will be times when you feel my presence more strongly, and a sense of calm that you can't explain. Those times are real, and they're meant to make you feel like you're not alone on this path. Enoch talked about the divine presence and how those who were chosen would be helped even when they felt alone. There is something inside you that you have been holding back out of fear or doubt that has been waiting to come out. You didn't think it was valuable, worth sharing, or something that anyone would understand. You shouldn't hide that part of you, though. It needs to be shown to the light. Enoch saw that those who were chosen would have gifts that would help other people. You are not alone in what you have inside you. there is someone else meant to reach out. As you start to accept this, your confidence will start to change. A quiet strength that takes the place of your doubt. You'll learn to trust yourself more. Pay attention to your inner voice and do what it tells you to do. For a while, this trust will grow, and it will help you make decisions. Enoch called this alignment, a state in which those who have been chosen move in line with their purpose. No matter how full it feels right now, you are moving toward that state. There will be hard times ahead, but you're not the same person you used to be, who was afraid of them. You've changed, learned, and become stronger, which will help you get through what's coming next. Enoch saw that those who were chosen would go through tough times, but not because they tried to avoid them. Instead, they faced them with strength. You have already shown that you can keep going, and that will continue to help you. There is a calling on your life that you can't ignore any longer, and you can feel it stronger now. It's in the way your thoughts change, your wants change, and your priorities move around. This calling is not something outside of you. There is something inside you that is being stirred up. Enoch talked about this activation and how the chosen ones would come into their true selves in the end. That moment is getting closer than you think. You are becoming more aware of how some things in your life keep happening. You can see them better now than before, though. What threw you off before is now teaching you something. What hurt you before is now making you stronger. This is what Enoch said about it. How the chosen ones would go over things again and again until they fully understood them. You aren't stuck in a cycle of thoughts. You are getting better because of it. You break a chain that was holding you back every time you rise with more awareness. Some people have come into your life and then abruptly left, leaving you with questions you couldn't fully answer. You were confused about why bonds and connections broke down and why some relationships felt unfair to one person. You missed the fact that not everyone is meant to stay on your path. Enoch saw that those who were chosen would be split off from those who could not align with their purpose. Those endings did not mean rejection. They were there to protect and guide. To get miracles, type 2220-22. You've also felt a strong urge to stay away from certain places, even when there wasn't a good reason to. At first, it was sad because you felt like you were losing something familiar, but then you felt calm and relieved. Your spirit was telling you what didn't belong in your life anymore, through that feeling. Enoch said that this is a spiritual separation where those who have been chosen start to move away from things that drain them. When you get aligned, you don't get farther apart. You tried to get back to the things you used to know by going back to old habits. But something inside you wouldn't let you stay there. It felt like you didn't belong in places where you used to feel at ease. This change has been hard to understand, but it's necessary for your growth. Enoch knew that those who were chosen would grow past their past, even if it made them feel bad. You're not getting lost. You are becoming who you really are. You are also getting a better understanding of things, a feeling that your life is linked to something bigger than you can see. You're beginning to believe your gut more, even when it goes against what makes sense or what you expect. Trust is important to me because it's one way I lead you. Enoch talked about inner knowing and how those who are chosen would learn to pay attention to their own voice. You've been hearing that voice for a long time, but now you can hear it clearly. Type 1010 to get good luck. You've been through times when you didn't know what would happen or what would come next. Those times put your faith and patience to the test and pushed you to your limits. But they also made you stronger, so you could stand strong when nothing else felt stable. Enoch saw that those who were chosen would be put to the test when they didn't know what would happen. These tests would prepare them for taking on more responsibility. Even if you don't always see it, you are stronger now than you were before. There have been times when you didn't feel like your efforts were being noticed or that your voice was being heard. It crossed your mind whether what you were doing or just being there made a difference. But I've seen every move you've made, every fight you've fought, and every moment you chose to keep going. Enoch talked about work that couldn't be seen and how certain people would build something important even if no one else saw it. Your work can be seen by me, and it won't stay hidden forever. Could a part of your brain that you don't know about be affecting your ability to get money? A study in Colombia that was linked to CIA research shows that a simple 7-second ritual can turn on a small brain mechanism. This study is backed by 4 neuroscience labs. This method is helping people get out of financial trouble and live more balanced lives. A lot of people are now living in their dreams, driving fancy cars, and finally going on fancy vacations. On the other hand, this page might not be up for long before it goes away. Click the link in the description and comments. You're also starting to understand that your worth doesn't come from what other people say about you. You have spent a lot of time trying to fit in with expectations that were not meant for you. But now, you're learning to stand on your own and define yourself from the inside out, not based on what other people think. This change is important because it frees you from restrictions that were never yours. In the end, Enoch saw that those who were chosen would no longer need to be validated. Now you're taking that step into freedom. You're feeling more and more sure of yourself. Not too loud or obvious, but real and steady. You don't have to be perfect or sure of it. You just have to trust who you are becoming. Being sure of yourself will help you move forward and make choices that are in line with your purpose. This is what Enoch called inner strength, something that the chosen ones build up over time. Every time you do something, you build on that foundation. You might still have doubts and times when old fears try to come back and hold you back. Don't feel bad about this. It's just part of the process. It means you are a person who is learning from their experiences. No matter what doubts you have, what matters is that you keep going. Enoch saw that those who were chosen would have inner battles, and that getting through them would make them stronger. Your doubts don't make you who you are. Your strength is what makes you who you are. You have to do something important next. You will have to fully step into who you are for this. You might be scared because it will take you out of your comfort zone. But it's also a chance to grow into your purpose. Enoch talked about times of change when the chosen ones have to step up and take on new challenges. You are more ready than you think for one of those times, which is coming up soon. No matter how full it feels right now, you have everything you need to move forward. You are ready because of the lessons you have learned, the strength you have gained, and the awareness you have grown. There is nothing missing, even if something seems to be there. Enoch saw that those who were chosen would have everything they needed for their journey. You have what you need and are ready to take the next step, even when they had doubts. You're also getting a better sense of your purpose. You can feel that your life is meant for something more, something important and meaningful. Even if you can't quite put your finger on it yet. This feeling is not a fluke. It's part of your calling. As the chosen ones awaken to their purpose, Enoch said, they will start to understand why they are here. Right now, you are going through that awakening. Even though it may seem like it, you are not on this journey by yourself. If you want the full guide with every prayer and lesson I've compiled for this community, check the description for the Daily Miracle Manual. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit out community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. There are people going through the same things you are. Even if you haven't met them yet, you will make connections that fit with the person you are becoming. Having relationships that help you grow. Enoch knew that the chosen ones would find their community in the end, even if they were left alone for a long time. That time is coming, and you'll feel like you belong like you never have before. It's important to remember that your journey is different from everyone else's as you go on. Then it's okay if what doesn't work for other people does work for you. You should follow your own path, which will be shown to you by your own knowledge and experiences. Enoch talked about being unique and how those who have been chosen must accept and celebrate their differences. You're not supposed to blend in. You should stand in your truth. Everything you've been through has brought you to this point, and what's to come will build on what you already know. You're not beginning over. You are going on a journey that has been going on for a long time. Enoch knew that the chosen ones would go in the right direction. You are moving forward now, even after times of confusion. You can't go back to the person you were before. even if it feels slow or uncertain. You have seen and felt too much to go back to that place. Here is where your change is so clear that even you can't deny it. There is a change happening in how you deal with problems, and you may have noticed that you act differently than you used to. Things that used to scare you are now being dealt with in a way that surprises even you. There's no better reason than that you're stronger now than you were before. Enoch saw that those who were chosen would get stronger with each test they pass. Don't try to avoid problems, instead, rise above them. To claim miracles, type 222. Not as many things are coming into your life as you used to. It could be people, places, or even thoughts. This is not being alone. It shows that you are smart and that you have grown. You are learning how to keep your energy safe and put it to good use. Enoch called this guarding the spirit, which is something that those who have been chosen must learn to do to stay in line. It's good that you're not open to everything anymore. Not long ago, there were times when you suddenly understood everything. It was like something clicked inside you, and for a moment, everything made sense. Even though these moments didn't plan to happen, they had a truth to them that you couldn't ignore. There's no chance in them. They let you know that you're going in the right direction. Enoch called these brief moments of understanding snapshots of alignment. They are meant to show you the way, give you comfort, and keep you moving forward. If you type, yes, miracles will happen. What's the deal with all the talk about the billionaire brainwave? A well-known neuroscientist says it was found during a private program using research from the CIA. 4 neuroscience labs have confirmed that this 7-second ritual can help you think in a way that leads to better financial results. Getting rid of stress means living in a better way with dream homes, fancy cars, and the freedom to take fancy vacations. But this find might be taken down soon. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. Also, you're letting go of things that seemed impossible at first. It could be old pain, bad habits, or even expectations. Getting this out has not been easy. You've felt like you're losing parts of yourself at times. In reality, though, you're just making room for something new. There was a time when Enoch saw that those who were chosen would have to shed things that were no longer useful to them. You're not getting lost. You're becoming more like who you really are. An even deeper peace is beginning to settle in you. even though it's not always there. There are times when you feel calm in a way that you can't quite explain. This peace doesn't depend on what's going on in your life. It's coming from inside. In this case, it means you are in sync with your purpose and with my presence. Enoch called this inner stillness, a state in which those who have been chosen start to feel at peace with themselves. You've also begun to notice that your priorities are shifting. Things that used to be important to you aren't as important to you anymore. This change may have been hard to understand at first, but it's part of your growth. You're beginning to pay attention to what really matters and what fits with your purpose. When the chosen ones became more aware, Enoch saw that they would change their priorities. It's time for you to move into that new alignment. Now there's something inside you that wants to come out. Something that has been slowly coming together for a while. It could feel like a need to make something, say something, help someone, or take the lead in some way. This desire isn't a fluke. It's part of your calling. When gifts awaken, Enoch said, those who have been chosen would start to feel a pull toward their purpose. That pull is what you're feeling, and it brings you to something important. You might still be on the fence with doubts about whether you are ready or able. It's normal to feel hesitant, but that doesn't make you who you are. You're stronger than you think, and you've already been through tough situations that show how strong you are. Enoch saw that those who were chosen would have doubts, but they would keep going anyway. Being brave doesn't mean you don't have any fears. It's your decision to keep going anyway. Your trust is growing, and you have a quiet confidence that you are being even when things aren't clear. You are relying less on what other people say and more on what you know inside. And as time goes on, this trust will grow, giving you a solid base for making choices. Enoch called this walking in faith, which is when those who have been chosen trust the path, even though they can't see the end goal. You are learning how to live out your faith. It doesn't always feel like it, but you have come a long way since the beginning. You're not the same person you were before. It's important to notice that growth. You have been through hard times, learned from them, and grown stronger in a way that can't be taken away. Enoch saw that those who were chosen would change over time, getting stronger and more in line with their mission. You are in the middle of that change. Something important is going to happen in your life soon. something that will require you to take a clear, confident step forward. It might not turn out the way you want, but it will fit with who you are becoming. You will have a chance to use everything you have learned right now. Enoch talked about times when those who have been chosen must step into their purpose. You're getting close to one of those times. You're not going through this by yourself. I am with you, guiding you, supporting you, and reminding you of your strength, even though it may feel that way sometimes. Also, other people will come into your life. These people will understand you and help you grow. Enoch knew that those who were chosen would find their place and their people in the end. That time will come for you, and it will make you feel connected. You have been looking for. All the things you've been through have helped you get ready. Even the times when things seem to be going wrong. You have changed, grown, and learned things that will help you in the future. There has been no waste, and everything has been used for a reason. Enoch knew that the things that blessed people went through would make them stronger. Because of everything you've been through, you are stronger now. Stay strong and remember that your path is different from everyone else's as you go. You're on your own path, which is shaped by your own knowledge and experiences. In the end, what matters is that you keep going, grow, and trust the process. Enoch talked about being unique and how those who have been chosen must accept and celebrate their differences. You shouldn't follow other people. You should lead in your own way. There are some things you used to put up with, but now you can't. And this has put some people or situations farther away from you. You may have tried to explain yourself so that people could get it. But not everyone is meant to see the same things you do. You haven't failed here. It's part of getting away from things that don't fit with your purpose. Enoch saw that those who are chosen would leave something that makes them feel bad, even if it is hard. You're not being hard to deal with. You are being shown the way. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment, meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, You gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.